Good evening, football fans. Before we dive into today's explosive NFL news, I want to take a moment to appreciate all of you who've joined us today. The community we've built here is incredible, and your insights on our previous coverage of draft prospects have been spot on. Speaking of predictions, remember when we discussed potential quarterback movements last month? Well, hold on to your seats, because what's breaking today might just shake up the entire quarterback market in ways nobody saw coming. Now, let's get into what's making headlines across the league. In a stunning revelation that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers declared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday that he would be willing to play for a mere $10 million next season. Yes, you heard that right. $10 million for one of the most decorated quarterbacks in NFL history. This bombshell comes at a particularly interesting time for the San Francisco 49ers, who are facing a critical crossroads with their own quarterback situation. The team has two distinct paths before them. Commit to Brock Purdy at a potential price tag exceeding $50 million per season, or pursue the suddenly budget-friendly option in Rodgers. However, Rodgers' announcement came with a significant caveat. He admitted he's still contemplating retirement altogether. This hesitation raises serious questions about his long-term commitment and mental focus for any team considering his services. The 49ers' dilemma represents a microcosm of the value assessments happening across the NFL. Is Purdy, with his limited but impressive resume, worth elite quarterback money? Or does Rodgers' reduced salary demand make him the bargain of the century despite his age and wavering commitment? Industry insiders I've spoken with suggest there's a third option that might be the boldest and potentially most rewarding. Neither quarterback represents the optimal path forward. Some believe the 49ers should recognize that their championship window with the current core may be closing despite coming tantalizingly close in recent seasons. This perspective aligns with the 49ers' surprising offseason move to trade star receiver Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders. That transaction might have signaled the beginning of a larger organizational shift that few saw coming. The argument gaining traction in some front office circles suggests San Francisco could maximize their future by trading valuable but aging assets like George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Nick Bosa, and yes, even Purdy himself. Such moves would represent a complete rebuild focused on accumulating draft capital and creating salary cap flexibility for the future. As for Rodgers, his reduced salary demands might seem appealing on the surface, but they come with significant red flags. A quarterback contemplating retirement often indicates someone who's already mentally checked out to some degree. Furthermore, Rodgers' history of locker room dynamics raises concerns about whether his presence would help or hinder team chemistry during a critical transition period. What we're potentially witnessing is a fundamental shift in how teams value quarterback play against overall roster construction. The Kansas City Chiefs have demonstrated that even with a superstar quarterback commanding top dollar, strategic investments elsewhere can maintain championship competitiveness. The 49ers might be better served embracing bold reconstruction rather than making desperate moves for immediate but uncertain success. Building around young talent with a clear developmental timeline could position them for sustainable excellence rather than another near miss. Football history has shown repeatedly that the hardest decisions often yield the greatest rewards. The coming weeks will reveal whether San Francisco's front office possesses the courage to make those difficult choices, or if they'll pursue the familiar path of veteran-led contention. I'd love to hear what you think about this developing situation. Would you roll the dice on Rodgers at $10 million, pay Purdy what he's asking, or completely rebuild the 49ers roster? What would you do if you were in the GM's chair facing this decision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get a real discussion going about this franchise-defining moment for San Francisco. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and I'll see you tomorrow with more exclusive NFL coverage. What's your take on Aaron Rodgers' $10 million price tag? Is he still worth it even while contemplating retirement, or should teams like the 49ers stay away? Would you rather see San Francisco commit to Purdy or start fresh with a complete rebuild? Share your thoughts in the comments section. I'm genuinely curious about what you think is the right move for the 49ers' future.